You go far, friend, because guess what? We're helping you get garden smart this week, talking about flowers and plants that thrive right here in the DC region. Of course, she's back with us with the benefits of planting native perennials. You know, I don't.
That's where the garden smart starts today.
That's where the garden smarts, learning how to say the word. How about we start there? All right, friend, what do you got for us?
We are talking, Larry, about native perennials, and they are a win-win when it comes to landscaping here in the DC area. Native means they are native to the area and support our local ecosystem like birds and butterflies, and perennial means they come back year after year. So as long as you do a little maintenance, you don't have to plant something new every spring. I went to American Plant to learn more about a few types of native perennials that do exceptionally well in our area.
We can't talk about native perennials without talking about echinacea. It's a huge swath of a color palette. There are lots of different varieties of color to pick from nice dark purples to bright oranges. Some varieties get only 12 or 18 inches tall. Some varieties get 4 and 5 feet tall. So you can sort of pick the right variety for the spot that you might have in mind in your garden. They're not only beneficial for bees and butterflies, but if you don't deadhead the flowers and you leave them to develop seeds, they'll also attract native birds to your garden. Another native perennial that's really hard not to talk about because it's the state flower of Maryland is the black-eyed Susan.
The black-eyed Susan has been the official Maryland flower since 1918, when it was designated the floral emblem of Maryland by the General Assembly. The flowers are a common sight in gardens, parks, and along roadsides. It is said that their hardiness in different weather conditions mirrors the strength and determination of Maryland's people. There is also the belief that it may have been chosen as the state flower because their black and gold colors are reflective of those of the Calvert family crest, who were the colonial founders of Maryland.
Just like with echinacea, a lot of different varieties to pick from, a lot of different sizes. Again, anywhere from 12 inches tall up to varieties that get 6 and 8 feet tall.
Another common sight around the area is milkweed. This native perennial is great for supporting monarch butterflies.
The caterpillar will feed on the leaves, the adult will feed on the flowers. Great host plant to try and increase monarchs in your garden. Just be mindful if you're planting this, you actually want the caterpillars to eat the plants. So try and plant more than one. If you can, plant 2 or 3 of them. Consider planting it in your backyard in the garden, or if you have a cutting garden. So that way, if you do have some monarch caterpillars on there munching away, it's not that unsightly.
Last but not least, something that looks tropical but actually thrives in our area.
So this is the native hibiscus. It's a perennial. It will die all the way back to the ground every year, but then it sends up new shoots and starts blooming later in the summer, usually right around July. And it'll give you color all the way going into fall, which is great. And they're just so striking. And a lot of them have different color foliage. So you see here we have some nice dark rich purple. This is sort of in between, and then a nice bright vibrant chartreuse green on these. So some of them are more what you might be familiar with the tropical hibiscus, but a lot of them are what I would consider dinner plate size. Great for attracting bees and butterflies, but also attract hummingbirds to the garden.
And this is just scratching the surface of native perennials for the DC region. For more information and inspiration for your garden, just visit our WUSA 9 app or WUSA9.com and search Garden Smart.